I saw a really funny news clip this week where a really somber news reporter walked up to a guy in the street just after the tears had changed. And he said to him, "How are you feeling about this?" And underneath the man's mask, you could see he was grinning from ear to ear. And he said, "Absolutely wonderful. It means I don't have to see my mother-in-law this Christmas." If you're watching this with one of your in-laws, don't look at the ground. Smile at them and reassure them that's not what you're feeling inside. But I know that's not what a lot of us are feeling this year. A lot of us are feeling quite the opposite about people that we can't see. But the whole reason that we get to be here today to celebrate is because Jesus is with us. Jesus is with us today. I don't know if you're from the sort of family where you gave people nicknames. I'm one of 3 brothers, and we've got a wonderful sister as well. And we gave each other stupid nicknames all the time when we were growing up. And one of my brothers, who I don't get to see this Christmas because of the tier system, I thought, I better send him something. So I sent him a Christmas card. And I addressed it to him by one of his nicknames, Choo Choo. I don't know why we ever called him Choo Choo. But he had hundreds of nicknames, and some of them are a lot less polite than that. The Bible gives Jesus all sorts of names, all sorts of good names. It refers to him by his actual name, Jesus, but it also refers to him by heaps and heaps of other names. And one of those names, which was actually given to him hundreds of years before he was born by a prophet in the Old Testament of the Bible, was Emmanuel. It means God with us. One of Jesus' names is a sort of nickname that stuck. You might realize it's stuck because it turns up in Christmas carols. It's stuck over thousands of years. One of Jesus' nicknames is Emmanuel, God with us. Because whether we're celebrating Christmas today with other people or whether we're celebrating by ourselves, whether you're watching this at home by yourself or with other people, we're not alone because God is with us. That's the promise of Christmas. God is with us. Christmas last year, before the pandemic struck, there were millions of Christians celebrating Christmas by themselves because they lived in countries where it's illegal to be a Christian or illegal to start following Jesus. And yet we have so much to learn from those guys because without Turkey, without family, without big public celebrations, they've grasped that Christmas is about God being with us, regardless of our circumstances. When Jesus turned up on earth 2,000 years ago, when Matthew, one of the 4 people that told the story of Jesus' life in the Bible, was recording Jesus' life, he quoted that part of the Old Testament. This is Matthew 1, verse 23. He's quoting Isaiah from the Old Testament. "The Lord himself will give you a sign. The virgin will conceive and give birth to a son, and they will call him Emmanuel," which means God with us. And the prophet was correct. We're still calling him Emmanuel today because God is still with us. And it's easy to think, oh yeah, but for the people in Jesus' time, of course they could say God was with them because Jesus was actually there with them. He's not actually here with us now. We can't see him. But as Jesus got older, once he learned to walk and talk and became an adult, Jesus promised us that he is still with us now. He says, when 2 or 3 people who follow me get together, I'm with them. That means Jesus is in the room with us now. He's with you. He's with me. If you're watching online, Jesus is with you. If you know him and love him, Jesus is with you. And he promised that this is for all time, right to the end of the age, he says in Matthew. I am going to be with you. So whether today you're celebrating by yourself, whether you feel like celebrating or you feel like actually just forgetting the whole thing because it's all too difficult, the promise of Jesus, no longer the little baby, but the baby that grew into a man who died on a cross for you and for me, is that I am with you. If life is good, which might be for a few of us, if life is tough, which might be for quite a lot more of us, Jesus says, I am with you. And that's why we get to celebrate today. Regardless of how hard life is, we get to celebrate Because God Almighty, who made the world, who's coming back at the end to judge the world, today in 2020, says through Jesus, I am with you.